The Banshee is a supernatural being from Irish mythology, known for her eerie wail that is believed to foretell the death of a family member. Her name comes from the Old Irish term Bean City, pronounced Banshee, meaning woman of the fairy mound or fairy woman. The Banshee is deeply rooted in Celtic folklore and remains a prominent figure in Irish cultural history. The Banshee is one of the Ows, a group of fairy-like beings in Irish mythology. These beings were thought to inhabit a realm parallel to the human world, often associated with ancient burial mounds or fairy mounds. The Banshee herself is typically depicted as a solitary figure, unlike other fairies who might be part of a larger community. Descriptions of the Banshee's appearance vary, but she is most often portrayed as a woman with long, flowing hair, either silver, gray, or red. She is sometimes dressed in white, but other accounts describe her wearing gray or green garments. The Banshee is usually depicted as an old woman with a wrinkled face, though some stories describe her as a young, beautiful woman or even as a figure with a shifting, ethereal form. In some versions, her eyes are red from weeping, reflecting her role as a mourner. The Banshee's primary role in Irish folklore is as a harbinger of death. Her wail, often described as a piercing, mournful cry or keening, is said to be heard by members of certain Irish families, particularly those of noble lineage. Families with names such as O'Brien, O'Connor, O'Grady, and Kavanagh are traditionally associated with Banshee sightings. The cry of the Banshee is believed to signal that a family member will soon die, often within the next day. Unlike malevolent spirits, the Banshee does not cause death but merely warns of its approach. This distinguishes her from other mythological creatures that might actively harm humans. The Banshee is also thought to have a protective aspect, as her wail can be seen as an expression of sorrow for the family's impending loss. The Banshee legend varies across different regions of Ireland. In some areas, she is connected with specific locations, such as rivers or forests, and may be seen washing the blood-stained clothes of those about to die. This image ties her to the ancient Irish tradition of keening, a form of vocal lament for the dead performed by women at funerals. In Scotland, a similar figure exists called the Bean Nye, who is often seen washing clothes at a stream, a sign of impending death. The Banshee's legend has transcended Irish folklore and entered popular culture, appearing in literature, music, and film. Her image as a spectral figure associated with death has been adapted in various ways, from horror stories to symbolic representations of mourning and loss. The Banshee remains an enduring symbol in Irish culture, representing the connection between the mortal world and the supernatural. Her wail is not just a sound of terror but also one of deep sorrow and respect for the inevitability of death. The Banshee's presence in folklore serves as a reminder of the thin veil between life and the afterlife, a concept that has fascinated and frightened people for generations.